The following is a presentation of Chris Sloan Media in association with 606 Paranormal.
I will be the last to fall. I won't shed a tear for them to see. I won't have your name to call, 'cause I will be the last to fall.
Just the other night, the Cats beat Mississippi State, and I was freaking amazed. That's got to be one of the 7 signs. The little kitties will beat the big bully dogs. So here we are. Snow a flying again.
Oh, yeah. It's flying here, too.
Apocalypse Part 1. Now we're in Snowmageddon. Or Snowmageddon and Snowmageddon. That. Yeah, as Lloyd would say. Greetings from the Star City of Eastern Kentucky. I'm Chris Sloan, joined in by the beautiful, talented, and incredibly patient Stacia Underwood Go. Why did I call her incredibly patient? Look over there beside of her. There you go. That's why I call her incredibly patient. And so we are. I got so many in the chat room tonight, I don't know where to start. So I'm going to say, if you're in the chat room, feel to chat away, buzz in at every time. Here is the premise of tonight's show. Before we went on, Stace, would you call it meditation?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So you went into meditation and you talked, or you made it clear, Amber Spradlin, Krista Garrett, my baby.
And as you're doing this,
mm-hmm.
You're calling out too.
Yeah. Summer Wells.
Yes.
Anybody that wants to come through can come through. And this includes Crystal Rogers from Bardstown, who was never found, but we know she was murdered.
Sure.
This is anybody and everybody,
Yeah.
I get asked questions, and the bigger this thing grows, the more questions come. This is anybody. What is? Oh,
he doesn't know how to fix his phone. I don't know what's
going okay. On. Yeah, he'll figure it out in a sec.
He got it, I think.
This is for anybody. People that ask me, why is it? And I've told you this story before. Why do you do what you do?
Me and you both
Mhm.
to help others.
That's
To
my
be the
reason.
voice.
That's my reason. The fact of the matter is when you get a message from somebody that you don't know, and they say, "You saved my life. I was thinking of suicide," or when they say, "Because of you guys, we have hope."
I've heard that a few times, and it always melts my heart. And
It does me too.
thinking about it makes me start to cry.
But this is my outlook on it. It's not me. It's God working
Exactly.
through us. Stace, you and I have known each other since we were what,
6,
9, 6, 7,
something like
8,
that.
something like. We were kids. We were kids. Playground days, and we went for years and didn't see each other. And then all of a sudden, our paths cross. And I can't help but think of that scene in The Conjuring where Lorraine is talking to Ed, and she said, "Look, you said that God brought us together for a reason." I feel the same way.
I do too.
I
It gets
think that it's
stronger. My belief in that is
stronger
so
every time we
strong.
do one of these. It is.
Yes.
It is for me. And it started really for me that day that we met up there at Campton Lake or Wolf Lake.
Yeah.
And we
That
went
was
up there to see what we could find out about Dwayne. And let me tell you,
still to this day. That's my
when you sat down on that picnic bench and I put my hands on your shoulders, something came over me. And it was good. Yes, she needed that. And you did too. I mean,
you
I did
grounded
too. I
me.
did too. Yeah. Um, there was just a connection there that I said, okay, we're helping each other and we're going to help
Absolutely.
each other. And I think I whispered in your ear, we're going to get through this. We're going to do this.
Yep.
Because you were a hot mess.
Yep.
From the time you stepped onto that lake,
I have
I
never
could feel
felt
it.
anything so powerful in my whole existence.
I could feel it all
Never.
over you. I mean, that thing was all over you like a boar hog on a corn cob.
He was loved so dearly and
Oh, he
loved so
was.
much, and all of that grief, and then the fact that what was done to him was done to him. He's feeling that grief too,
Some
and
cowardly son of a bitch or bitches
yeah,
killed him.
hmm
I have no doubt of that. And they're cowards.
I'll never get over that. I'll never get over it. It's broken my heart, and you
Feel
know,
that way about April
as you
too.
know, yes,
Feel that way about
we've
Crystal
had
Rogers. Feel that way
contact with them,
about.
through this, so we're
Mhm.
able to at least hear some things here and there from them, and it still doesn't help the heartbreak.
And I feel that way also about
Right?
Amber. I feel that way
Yeah,
about my baby girl Summer.
yeah.
I call her my baby girl. I never got to meet her, but I feel like I've known her. And last night you had a remarkable experience. I don't know if you want to talk about that, but you had a remarkable experience with one of our um,
Our Patreons, yeah,
with one
we
of our
did.
Patreons.
We had a wonderful reading. She's on here actually. She just thanked me. You're welcome, Miss Genevieve. We had
Okay,
a
so she's okay
remarkable.
with you using her name. Okay, so Jenny, what did you think about last night? I heard that your mom came through and she spoke of your dad.
Brother too.
And sweetheart, all I can tell you is I am so happy. But now you see what I'm saying. It's real. I mean, when I heard my mom's voice, then I heard Trev, heard Ollie.
We all heard Trevor at the same time. It floored
He
all of
came
us.
straight through and he said, "It's Trevor." And it's kind of like Trevor was saying, "Hey, dumbass, it's me." Because we had that relationship where we would go back and forth. Sometimes people would think we were fighting and arguing, and we weren't. We were just brothers, and we'd pick at each other. And then there's sometimes that we would be. I'll never forget a guy that rode with us. His name was Chris. He was behind us. And Trev, he had a big Ultra Glide, and I had the big black Road Glide. And we were going down 321, which is a 2-lane road. It's about, I don't know, maybe 28 feet wide. It's a typical 2-lane road. And it's curvy. And as he moved, I'd move. And as I moved, he'd move. We go back and forth like that. And we were literally, I could stick my arm out like that and hit him in the shoulder. Now, that's dangerous as a cocked cannon on 2 motorcycles weighing 1,000 pounds each, doing 60, 70 miles an hour down the road. But we were just, now you see guys like the highwaymen do it all the time. Hell, they're used to that. But I'll never forget, he said, how the hell do you guys do that? And it was like we were just in tune with each other. We could read each other's thoughts. I knew when he was going to push right, go right. He knew when I was going to push left, go left. We didn't have to say it. We just knew it. That's called being in tune. And I've had that with one other person. Right there she is. That right there. Even my daughter was like, gosh, Dad, how do you do that? I said, I couldn't tell you. But some of the most precious things in life you can't explain, you just accept as a gift and you go. And when you lose it, yes, it hurts like hell, but be grateful you had it.
Amen.
Because not everybody gets that. Now, before we get started, I feel a compelling need, and I'm not going to pull a Tom Cruise here and say the need for speed. I feel the need
I was waiting
to say this. Whoever's watching this, who's relatively new, that bullshit that's been going around, don't listen to it. You are worth it. Every human being on this planet that is here for a reason. You are loved. You are good enough. Look at me. You are good enough. You set that bar for yourself. You show good enough what good enough is. And I mean that to every single person watching this live or watching a recorded version of it down the road at some time. You're worth it. And you are another reason why we do what we do. You're welcome. I don't really call out names much, but I can tell you, Jenny wants to know if Jenny wants to know if her oldest son, Bradley, wants me to see if his cousin Billy will come through with a message for him tonight. Jenny, I don't see why we can't try it. And then I get a message every once in a while from somebody who says, your voice sounds really good. So thank you. I appreciate that. Happy birthday today to one of my icons and idols. He is 95, I believe. James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader. My God, that man could read a pizza recipe and my nips would get hard. I'm like, oh,
he's awesome.
I say he is incredible. I loved him in The Big Bang Theory, where Shelton approaches him and he says, let me guess, you're a fan of Star Wars. He said, you know what? I like Star Wars too. I mean, I love the guy. He was great in Clear and Present Danger, Field of Dreams. He's been in some remarkable films.
Shatner has had a change in
Shatner
clothing.
is no longer in a dress.
There you go, Barry. This one's for you.
Real Barry.
However,
there's something wrong with his foot.
He has a little problem there in the front.
Well, maybe you need to get him a cod piece.
Maybe we need to get.
Hey, Christopher Reeve had to wear one in Superman. Apparently, he really was from Krypton. So, are we doing an Estes with this tonight?
We got a new doll too, by the way.
Oh, a new doll. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, we got a new one, Alice.
Alice, like from Twilight. Oh my God! It's revealed that I'm a Twilight fan. I cannot believe I did that.
I love Twilight.
I think Twilight. I'm sorry, but I'm still Team Jacob.
Nope.
I'm still Team Jacob.
I love my Edward.
I know you do.
I mean, I love Jacob. Don't get me wrong. God, he was wonderful. But
you liked him because he didn't own a shirt. Even Edward said doesn't got on a shirt. So
yeah, he didn't want to look at those abs, I guess.
Yeah, did you watch him on that? What was it? The Oprah Winfrey thing where he surprised the sorority, the college girls. They melted. See, Kayla says Team Jacob. Yeah, I just liked him because
he's awesome.
He was awesome, and he was real.
He was awesome.
And
he was warm.
Don't tell me you turn into an animal too. Jacob said she only wishes she was that awesome. And I'm like,
Yeah.
My brother from another mother. So my brother from another mother. So
He's great, but I just loved Edward from the start.
I don't get me wrong. I mean, there's not many vampires you run across that choose to go hunting deer as opposed to people. So
I guess I should have waited and told everybody if they didn't want to see this to turn away.
well, they know now.
This is Alice. This was her name before she got to us. She was a submission, the first one of the year. So we'll maybe do an episode and talk about what all
Can you give
she's
me a little background on her? I mean, how
been
did she
said to do. Well, this was this one is basically some of the same things we hear about a lot of them when we get submissions. She always ends up somewhere else before they've put her on a bed somewhere. Then she ends up somewhere else. But this one has ended up at the neighbor's house as well. So she's here because they are done.
Apparently,
And
Lloyd is.
she has a very cold feel.
You know, Lloyd, there's a new FDA drug that's perfect for you. It's called Build Some Balls. So we need to get you a pair like Trump had on the back of Air Force One. So I mean, come on. I love you, brother.
That's a good one. I like it.
Every once in a while, I come up with something unique. That's my daddy coming out in me, I guess. So
yeah.
Oh, God.
Come
but
on.
again, we do say hello to everybody in the chat room, and there's so many of you.
We've got holy water. You don't have to worry. She's been blessed.
Oh, pick her up, Lloyd.
Lord.
What's worse that can happen? Maybe she'll fill you up.
Nick keeps talking about putting her in our pond out back with Agni.
He wants to do that to all of them.
He does. He really does.
He's got
I mean, that is not a joke.
Yeah, he just wants to. If he had his way, he would load up a dump truck with him.
Did you
and
say
put every
you
one
felt
of them in
something on one of those dolls? You might as well go ahead and see while we're live.
Use your meter.
Here, put the
Come
meter
on,
on.
sugar britches.
Put the meter on it. Let's see what's going on. He told me 2 or 3 times that something's going on. He hears something, one of them making noises. And which one was it? Do you know?
Whoa.
What'd you get?
I don't know. This thing's going crazy already. I swear. Come on.
Wait a minute. What was that I heard? I heard Alice singing Bon Jovi. I'll be there for you.
Which one was it? We're watching you.
I don't know.
I think she wants you to touch her there again, Lloyd.
There's a bunch of them behind me, too. I actually moved a few around.
Are you getting anything off the meter at all?
Well, Titanic Bears is sitting up there, so he's keeping everything calm as usual. That's
EJ. We're going to name him EJ.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, no. Which one?
It jumped. Or the temperature.
I knew it. I knew it was going to happen.
Is that Shatner? No.
No, that's one beside Shatner. That's Greasy. I'm sorry.
Don't start doing it. Don't even go there. Remember what happened the last time you made fun of stuff. Well, that's Lars and Tobias down there.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Shatner is good. Shatner's a flatline 0.
Lars and Tobias, they're always.
Looks like our little Patsy Cline twin might have given us a little also.
Yeah, we're getting a little.
Lars.
Yep.
I'm telling you, and you all know it's to be true, and even the ones that's been to our doll tours, the people that have brought their own equipment, those dolls are always active, and it's crazy.
They are.
It's just crazy.
People ask me, do you believe in that kind of stuff? And I said,
You see it.
I was always what you call a skeptical believer.
Me too.
I don't think that everything that happens is paranormal. I don't.
Nope.
I think a lot of it can be explained away. But there are things, and even Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who wrote Sherlock Holmes, and I'm paraphrasing, he said, when you eliminate everything else, no matter what remains, however improbable, becomes the most probable.
Yeah.
So basically, when you ain't got no other way to explain it, this is probably what's going on. And I had my first experience living across from the radio station where I work now. And I'll never forget that.
You
A whole
don't.
team of people came in and investigated. And the evidence we captured, or the evidence, let me rephrase that they captured, I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I
Really?
stuck out like a payday in a punch bowl. I didn't know what I was doing. But these guys captured all kinds of stuff.
Heavy feeling in my chest.
Funny feeling in your chest. Are you all right, Sugar Britches? Yeah, okay. There's that smile. All right. I was going to say, no, don't get your Viagra mixed up with your Bengay. So, did I tell you that he called me the other day and told me that he got his Bengay mixed up with his AIM toothpaste? I said, how'd you do that? He said, I don't know. He said, but let me tell you, brother. He said, my mouth burned for hours, but my ass was mini fresh for at least 2 days.
That's a good thing.
I said, okay, then. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're already about 20 after 9. So are we going to do the Estes? Is that what we're doing? Okay.
We can do that, or we can just turn on multiple spirit boxes when we get done for a few minutes and let.
I tell you what, let's
stuff come through. We'll just do a double.
Let's let the audience decide. Do you guys want Estes,
That's a good idea.
do you want the spirit boxes on so you guys can hear everything as it happens, or do you want Stace to do the Estes? Now, when she does the Estes,
or both,
she's blindfolded and the headphones are on. You guys can ask questions. Lloyd and I ask questions. Stacy can't hear what we ask. She's just responding to what she is hearing. She repeats what she hears. So the spirit or spirits are actually responding to the questions. Everybody's saying both.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, let us hear. Kayla wants to hear. Tracy says both. Okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do, Stace, if it's okay with you.
Yeah.
For the first, I don't know, whatever minutes, we'll do it.
We'll do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll come out and we'll do them live. Okay.
That works for me.
Well, Michelle Porter chimed in and she said both, and she's the queen. So what she says goes.
Yeah.
We love Michelle.
You got my thing? Hang on 1 second. Let me get my blindfold on real quick. This blindfold just actually helps me to tune in on what I'm hearing. It's blocking my senses off so that I can just continually keep on hearing, because once you hear the SB7, there's so many different things coming and going on these. Sometimes it helps to pick it out.
Tomorrow or Saturday, by the way, I'm going to give you a call.
Okay.
Maybe a video conference.
Okay.
And I'd like Lloyd to be a part of it.
Okay.
So we can plan the meet and greet.
Absolutely.
I've had several people ask about it. And why y'all want to meet us in person? Yeah, whatever. Okay. So if we can do that, and we're going to do it as a fundraiser of some kind to help. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe something to do with kids.
Absolutely. That'd be great.
Maybe a food bank or something like that to help families who are struggling right now. And there's plenty of them out there. And these families, by hell, they will be right here in our own backyard in Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, etc. So
that'll work. Okay, guys, whenever I go underneath these, I cannot hear you or hear anybody any longer because it is up so loud.
Okay.
So you guys, whenever you all ask questions or you're coming out with questions that you can think of for the people we're trying to contact, just try to keep it serious. We'll try to keep on that note, and
there'll be no joking when we start this. Yeah.
No, we want to stick to it and see what we can get on here, because I've noticed that it really helps. It really helps them come through.
And keep in mind, whatever comes through is what she says.
Tap me 2 times like we always do whenever you're ready for me to come back out, or if there's something you all have a question about, tap me.
Okay, hon.
Got it? Okay.
We're ready. Let's go.
Okay. I'm on.
Okay. We would like to welcome and invite spirits of a positive light, the light of God, the light of Christ, the light of the Holy Spirit to come through. We ask that anyone who wants to come through and bring a message to those that they left behind, that they love, please come through. This could be you, Krista. It could be Amber. It could be Summer. It could be April. It could be any one of you. Please come through. Will someone please wear a spirit guide or someone?
We were once a part of the world.
Okay. How long have you been gone?
$18.
Is that 18 years, or is that how old you were when you left this world?
Okay, the voice says 18 and then it's muffled. Can you tell me 18? Somebody cut over top of them. Can you tell me what you were saying?
Could be the 1800s.
Soldier.
Soldier, 1800s. Soldier, Civil War.
Wow.
Civil
I
War.
died crying.
I'm sure.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Civil War was 1861 to 65. Are you a veteran of the Civil War?
I was trained.
Where were you trained
My
at?
brother. All three of us.
Oh, that sounds like the Civil War. Was it Union or Confederate that took you?
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad.
Hey, Dad. Summer? Maybe?
See, that's the thing. We don't know who
No, we don't. But apparently she's asked Stace if she could call me Dad. Summer, is that you, baby?
My dad.
Well, at least we're on the.
Is that her dad? She says this is her dad. So I'm betting it's for Chris.
I mean, when a beautiful little child looks at
He
you.
abused her for years. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I can
He used pills.
now I can really feel my BP going up.
Did you hear that part, Chris?
Paid in cash.
Paying cash. A lot of the rumor is that some of her family was selling her in order to service a drug debt.
Right.
Took her from school.
Is your name Summer?
I hated him. And I am with her. Older voice. Are you with this little girl?
Can you give me your first initial?
Don't let them say he was my friend. And that's real.
Chris, my eyes are. I can't hardly adjust to read these. So if you want to.
Sure.
Type in
Sure.
for me, if you don't mind, please.
Yeah, I'm going to put some of these up on the screen as we go too. That might help you a little, Lloyd.
So are you
Is that any
taking
better?
care of this girl? Can you tell me what your name is? Summer.
Summer. There she is.
I know it. Thank you for coming through for us whenever we call for you. I did a call out before the show, and you know that I opened the door for you all to come through. And if your family members are with us, you are more than welcome to come through with any messages. I will try my best to get them all out.
Yes, we will, baby. Hey, Summer. You know we love you. I love you, baby. And I'm so sorry that happened to you.
It wasn't enough And he did this. I just heard somebody say Brock. She tried to fight.
I know you did, baby, but you don't have to fight anymore.
How can we get more clues?
He was a cold bastard.
Well, with any luck, he won't be much longer. He's going to be burning.
Yes. Yes, sir. Indeed, he was.
Some people keep dreaming
Around
this
me.
year.
Dad,
Yes, baby.
I miss the video games too.
Honey, I'm sorry I don't have any video games.
I helped.
Wow.
Can any one of the guys ask to
All
see
of
if
her
Billy
rights
has...
were gone. All of her rights were gone.
Can one of the guys ask to see if Billy has a message for Bradley? April, are you taking care of Summer?
Never liked him. The pain just kept on. And done. Walked out, drove around, drove by the house. Until he got so tired.
That's pretty specific.
It's very specific.
Can't believe I actually said that word correctly.
What word?
Don't make me say it again.
Okay.
April.
Specifically.
We just mentioned April.
April was there. Can you tell me where she was? She's with the baby. And that was a male voice.
Is the baby Summer?
Nearly something. Nearly. Can you let her talk? She was there to take him.
Matthew.
Are you talking about a baby that might have been related to Miss April? Minnie? I hope she's there for every baby that needs her, and that makes me so happy.
Oh, no, in April she will be. She would be.
And Summer, is that you that's humming? Oh, I want Chris to hear this so bad.
Go ahead and tap her twice.
I love you.
Chris wants to know what it was.
There's a little, okay, there's like 5 or 6 voices going and telling me stuff, right? So there's this little voice going, so sweet.
Okay.
I believe this might be Summer, Chris. Anything else you want me to? Anything else anybody needs before I go back under?
Ask her what was her mom's part in her death, if any.
Okay.
Which I'm almost certain that she had some part in. But
Summer, if you can hear me, and if this is you, honey, can you tell us if your mom had a part in this, of what happened to you? Oh my God, you all. They said, oh my God, Candace is in it. It just said Candace is in it. A male voice.
Candace is her mother's name, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Why am I not surprised?
Wow. God. I am chilled up. It's crazy.
There were several that knew.
Of
Oh, I
course.
think her brothers knew, but they're scared to say anything.
He put pills in her chocolate.
That son of a bitch.
Oh my God. Ugh,
Oh no.
I'm sick.
My BP is through the roof right now.
Is that how you felt? Did you feel super sick to your stomach, sweetheart? They waited in the water.
I wonder if she means waited or waited. We'll have to ask.
Yeah. 37 timestamp on that. So
Her mom did not care.
Oh, she didn't. She cared about herself. That was it.
Has anybody checked those barrels that are at that house?
I would assume, but I don't know. I would think so. Be the first place I'd look.
Summer, whenever your mother was filming you and she had you to dance around and on your property there and it said for sale, did she do that for you? Try to sell you? Can you come through and tell me? Please let her talk. In the lake. I told her to stop. Mike.
Mike?
Yep.
He's nobody's friend. Different voice.
Is she still on the property? Baby, are you still on that property? Is your body still there?
Still looking. Come on. They destroyed her.
It's a good question, JP. Is she weighted down in the Blake?
Who did they? Amber. Male voice just said Amber. Do we have Amber and Summer coming through?
You're both welcome.
This dang thing is driving me crazy.
She's like my baby.
Is she in the barrel?
Please listen. Was the dad. Joanne. Another voice is saying.
Has anybody done any sonar or anything in the lake?
What happened was she was beaten. And she's in an unmarked grave. And I'll tell you now. Thank you for coming through so loud and so clear.
But where is the unmarked grave?
Is it close to where they lived?
The dad. They argued about where they were going to put her. Lie.
Lie.
If boys talk,
Yeah. Her brothers.
you too.
Well, baby, if I knew, I'd be talking right now.
Are you saying that if the boys talk, that same thing would happen?
To them.
I'm so sorry, Angel.
Is there a possibility that she could still be in the lake? Or
No, she's in an unmarked grave somewhere.
They were all a part of killing her.
I'm kind of like Kayla with this one. She's in a
The
field.
time frame's off. I swear this sounds like an attorney who's saying all this other stuff. That's me. Well, thank you for helping us.
Yeah, we appreciate it more than you know.
Thank you for coming through for us. We really appreciate it.
As far as them,
something on an ATM.
what was that, Chris?
as far as I know, the boys are still in state custody. I could be wrong about that. I've not, but the state did come in and take them. I know that.
Yeah.
She could be in an unmarked grave close to the lake. It's possible.
And did they use any chemicals to cover up the smell or
I think that's where the lie came in.
The father was horrible. Yes, you're right. A lady's voice keeps saying he killed her.
How can we get more clues?
They will discover her.
Wow.
I like your love and light combo.
When?
Thank you.
Wow.
I don't even want to say what I just said, but I want to do it. Something about fed her to a gator.
A gator in Tennessee?
In here. We're all in this.
Does Tennessee have gators?
Hell if I know.
Been doing this for a while. With children. Oh my God.
God.
Somebody tried to mess with the grave. So what I'm guessing is they almost found her. Is that what you're trying to say?
God, I just got sick.
Oh, there she is. Is that you, sweetheart? Something about mom's triggers.
This is her. That's that baby.
It's her. She's so light. She is pure light. She died alone. And I told on him.
Is there anything around that we can?
She was blonde.
Is there anything around that we can?
Yes, she was. We have several girls that we've been trying to contact that have that color hair.
That we could see that would help direct us to you.
Oh, that's a scream. He said you'll be in big trouble. I've heard the bridge twice now. Not everybody goes there.
Where's the bridge?
Don't know. I'm assuming, it's a lake that there's bound to bridge. Yeah.
I keep hearing they've got, like they're getting rid of bodies in a swamp. I don't know if this is something indirectly to do with her or her dad or what it is, but he's got rid of 2 in the swamp. And then he said gators a minute ago too.
I can't get them. I cannot imagine them taking her to Florida. And I'm not saying there's not gators in Tennessee, but if there are, there's places.
So there's been 2 other children that they've done this to. And they've gotten rid of them.
It could be a pet name
by
for
taking
something,
them somewhere like this.
or a nickname for
Is
somebody.
this what you're telling me?
Could be.
Or
That's true.
an
Right.
alias or some kind of something.
That's true. Never thought about that.
They think they have power.
Like pudding.
I like to show them real power.
Yeah.
I don't know, 45 straight up the anal cavity.
That'd be bad.
It'd be a mess.
That'd be awful.
Whoever did this needs to die. A lot.
You know,
I
that's
heard
a good,
beat and then cut.
They may have found a small gator in Floyd, Jason. I'm not sure. Wouldn't surprise me. Found everything else. So,
could Fish and Wildlife people, check around the lake.
I'm not even going to say that.
Oh God, that's bad.
yeah.
When I don't say something, it's got to do with
It's got to be bad.
yes, A or R
Or the
Oh,
or
God.
something leading up to it.
F or the.
I know
or the-
where she's going.
I believe you. He says, believe me.
We believe you, baby. The thing that burns is the thing that we know and we can't do nothing about it.
So they burned. Oh my God. Chris, there's another little girl they burned.
I keep seeing my own child, my baby. God, I'm so grateful she's.
Nobody cared. Not one damn.
They care.
Okay, so she's with another baby there that evidently has been burned and killed by these same people.
49 times stamp on
Max.
that.
It was nasty to watch.
Can we get her name?
Did anybody?
Summer. I heard a male voice just said Summer.
Did anybody witness it?
Me.
Summer's all that.
Are there any other missing kids in Tennessee close to there? That you,
I'm sure there are.
I mean,
Number one, we don't know how long ago this happened, and number
Right,
two,
right.
getting
Friend. There goes an R name. Did it? It said like Rod did it. Rod. But they were there.
What was the name of the other child?
Well, I'm guessing that Summer and her dad, I guess, were there.
He wouldn't put it past him.
Ron.
Oh, God. And then, I don't even want to say this. They're going to bring her up. He said, no, they let her rot. Said, wished I had help from the man upstairs.
Go ahead and tap her on the shoulder, Lloyd. Bring her out.
Yeah.
Chris said to bring her out.
Oh, okay. Take this out. Turn this way up. I hit something and turned it way down.
One of the theories is that she was sold to service a drug debt.
Oh, of course.
But now this is the first I've heard about another child being.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and turn on another spirit box. Summer, I want you to come through on another spirit box for me, okay? And the little girl that's with her, if you could come on here for me, I would really appreciate that.
I'd love to get her name and find out how long ago this happened.
Okay.
And I'm asking anybody that could help us to come through and maybe give us some kind of information.
Are you still there?
Can you hear us, Summer?
What's the friend's name?
No, let me turn this on.
Summer's case was, what was that, 2020, 21?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me turn on another one too.
Yeah.
It was 2021. She went missing June 15th.
Thanks.
Which that's odd. June 15th is the day after my birthday.
Yeah.
He needs to go to prison.
Like to escort him straight into the gates of hell.
Yeah, for sure.
Torture chamber.
Wouldn't be good enough for him. You should have heard the things I've heard. The disgust. Can you sing for me? She's okay now. Can you sing for me? Angie says, hi, Mom and Dad up there. I love and miss you both so much. I bet you they miss you too, girl.
Every time we pray, they hear us. We're putting out we are putting out that energy, and that's what they hear. It's kind of like, think of it like a comic strip with a little voice thing above their head. That's what they're getting.
See, I protect her.
So there's been sightings in Tennessee,
What was
Shelby and Hardin counties. Sightings.
of who?
I don't know.
Does anybody else want to come through for anybody that's in our chat room? I know I've done some calling out earlier before our show. I've had some messages from family members that would love to hear from you. Something protect her.
Now I think you're passing it on to me through the screen.
What did I pass on?
Oh, Chris, I'm like starting to.
Oh, that's just this weather. It's killing us all. We're still here listening, sweetheart. I'm just getting ready to turn on another box. You can come through any of our boxes. It's her body. Prints. I looked over the prints. Weird. That sounds like the one that serial killer came through that night. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I still have stuff going on. Anyone know what it's about? Can anybody answer, Lori?
Ask Chucky if he's okay.
Who? Okay, hang on. I'm going to turn this other one.
I was murdered by his friends.
Hey. Somebody said hey.
I heard that.
It was hey. It was a girl's voice.
I wonder if that's Summer's friend.
Oh my gosh. I got mental pics on that. That was terrible.
Kayla wants to tell her cousin Cody that she loves him. Listen.
Whisper. Love. Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Wow.
Something a preacher. Little child's voice. Deep. Sherry. Can you come back through for me, Summer, so that Chris can hear your voice?
I'd love to hear your voice, baby.
Come through for me, girl. Hi.
Hi. Hi, sweet pea.
Is she with you, April? God, that sounded like April's voice when I said that. It really did. That gave me chills.
Do you have her, April? Are you with her?
They said it was Dawn.
Jeez.
That could be her father.
Oh,
her
yeah. I
father.
was thinking. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. My mind went there too.
Thank you. You're welcome. I need. Did she say I need you, Daddy?
Sure is Kayla's grandmother.
There goes the whisper.
Yeah, Sherry did come through.
Yeah,
It sounded like it.
it did. It really did. I read that just now.
Oh,
I can read it up here at the top.
Oh, I
I
didn't
just
see.
have to kind of.
I never know what
I have to stare to get.
comes in on mine and what comes through there.
Dad.
I'm here, baby. If you're talking to me,
You are her daddy now.
that makes me very happy.
Chewy. It's him. Stacia. I'm here. You know I'm here. Daddy. Dad. Love. I know you heard that.
I love you too, baby.
I know you heard that.
I'd love to get a great big hug from you.
Could you give him a big hug some way, somehow? Hug. Are
Big
you
hug.
hearing us, sweetheart? You know that we're just trying to do what we can to help in any way we can. I'm hearing all kinds of messages, guys. Listen up if you send a question out. I'm hearing stuff from Grandma, our son.
Debbie just answered my question here. Look at this. Alligators have been spotted in Hardin and Shelby County, and I guess that's Rhea County in Tennessee. Okay.
Wow.
So that answers.
Oh my gosh. I love you.
Yeah, I heard that.
I love
So
you,
much
baby.
love. I love you. There's like 3 I love yous in there, guys. And Jeff. It almost sound like April too in there that said I love you.
I love you, April.
Mm-hmm.
April's my girl.
You know, you can play with any of our toys that we have here. You don't have to go without. You can watch.
Oh, wow. There was an orb that just shot right above Lloyd's. I'm serious. That was at 1:03 and 30.
Okay.
I mean, it was.
Yeah, they're shooting. They're shooting around. It's crazy in here.
I mean, even I saw it, and I'm blind as a cave bat.
You know, I do kind of feel chills.
She keeps calling Chris her dad. Something, dad.
I am your dad, baby. If you want me to be, I'm your dad.
And you all hearing this too? Whenever she calls him daddy, can you all hear this?
Baby, it makes me happy.
There she is. Can you say it again so that everybody can hear you talk to Daddy, Chris? Somebody, I'm here. Dad. Every time I talk, she comes on there and says, Dad.
I love you, baby. You are missed so much.
Is anybody hearing any messages for them? Yes, he's her protector. Absolutely. I got that the first night we ever tried to contact her.
Read this one.
No, I haven't given reading any more of them.
My back door
Kinda hard
camera
not to
is
cry.
bugging me, and it has 2 lights on
No,
it.
yeah. Goodness.
Damn right, I'd protect her.
Yes.
I'd die for that baby. You don't hurt a child.
It's going crazy. I'm here. Will they get him? It's like he's telling her they're going to get him.
It's kind of hard not to, Angie. I'm sorry, Summer.
I've heard Amber come through too, Charles. Something Miranda.
Miranda.
Did you hear that? She was yelling almost. She came above the rest. He was fishing. Who was fishing? Dad.
Yes,
Thank you, baby.
my baby.
Thank you.
I love you, sweetheart.
And you tell the little girl that's with you that everything is going to be okay.
Yes.
She's got a big bright light. You tell her we'll talk after the show.
And tell her that she's loved too.
That's where her name's building.
And it said a little boy. Something said a kiss on the cheek.
Tell her to also good night.
I heard Chris right then and there. It sounded like Trevor. Hey, buddy.
And Trev, if you're listening, I miss you, bro. And I love
Bro.
you.
I heard bro. Grandpa sounded like he said on that one too. I'm here. Are you here for somebody that's in our chat room with us? Buddy, I heard hey, buddy. Summer, are you still with us? Or the little girl that was with her?
Tell her we love her too, Summer.
A toy. I heard her say a toy.
A toy?
What kind of toy would you like? If I got a toy and brought it on here for you. A bunny? It says, look, it almost sounds like Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Somebody else said that, I guess. I don't.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, for sure. That must be our age.
Yes, I was looking around. I felt like somebody was watching me.
Yep. Get used to it. You're the protector, Daddy.
And I've got no problem with that. I'm happy to be. I would just love to feel those little arms around my neck.
Me too. Me too. Love you. I know you heard that whisper, love you.
I love you, baby.
He's good. That woman said he's good. Something my family. You have a message for somebody in your family? Wow. Now to call out like that, it's Bree, your dad. Amber.
Love to hear from you too, Amber.
You know, you're always welcome to come through. The door's always open here for you.
Yes, it is.
Help me. How can I help you? Help me. How can I help you? It's like I said, I am too. Okay, I'm going to cut one of the spirit boxes off. Don't.
Amber, honey, you're welcome to come through anytime. Krista, you are too.
Absolutely. Absolutely, my sisters, you know this.
Yep.
Need someone to something.
Did I hear Chris?
I've heard it about 4 times lately. And I heard Lloyd
You know,
too.
somebody I've not yet addressed on here, and I'd like to address Jason Ellis. Jason Ellis.
Absolutely.
Jason Ellis, Bardstown police officer, murdered while on duty by a coward. Jason, I'm acknowledging you.
Piece of shit.
Exactly, a piece of shit murdered him. But I'm acknowledging you, your service, your family,
Yes, sir.
and how grateful we are for your service. And I would, if there's anything,
He said I backed the blue.
I do 1,000%. God bless them. God bless those guys. God bless anybody who wears a badge.
Do you hear the amount of voices come through as he's talking?
Yes.
He said Boyd.
Oh,
I heard the B.
Boyd?
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Male voice to you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for coming through.
I wish I could do more.
Any of you can. You can come through. It's open door. You can come through if you have a message. We're all listening to you right now. It's not just me. It's everybody. Did you hear Summer too?
Yes.
You still there, sweetheart?
You guys on the other side now see how desperately you're missed here.
You are loved so much and missed so much.
I think that it's safe for me to pass along a message to you from everyone here. You're loved and you're missed. And you're not forgotten. God, why is it I get so emotional when I'm doing this?
You can't help it. It runs through you, especially whenever you start hearing everything that makes so much sense.
Summer, Amber, Krista, April, Trev, Ollie, Jason, Dwayne, that list just goes on and on. And if it takes my dying breath, I'll not stop. Because you're worth it. You are. Every one of you were worth it. You still are. I don't know what good I can do if I can do any at all. But I'll be damned if I'll stop trying. Because nobody deserves to be forgotten. God is real. His son, Jesus Christ, is real. The Holy Spirit's real. It's all real. The fairy tale is real. You got the good ones, you got the bad ones. And where we wind up, well, I guess that depends on who we choose to follow. But hearing Summer tonight, and maybe Trev. What did I tell you before we went on the air? I said I'd love to hear from one of the ones close to me, like my mom or Trev or Dad. Or
It's one thing about it, you never know what's going to come through.
the more you think about,
any of them, you never know.
yeah, the
Of
more
course,
you,
it's entertainment purposes only,
it is.
but you never know what you're going to hear. And whenever you hear that voice that you recognize, then you know yourself.
I'm telling you right now, there's no way that you can program that box to say what you've heard tonight. It's a bunch of jumbled syllables,
Right.
what Stace calls a noise bank. And they take these things and make them. And there goes Enzo.
Oh, did you feel it, Cohen?
Yeah.
And they take these things and they make these syllables. And, I mean, it's just awesome.
He hears something or feels something.
There's something
This
going
dog
on.
doesn't bark unless there's something going on activity
I'm
wise.
telling you, for the last 15 minutes, it feels like somebody's been right here. Just kind of like looking
Right.
around. It just feels like it. Ain't nobody there. Look. Nobody's there. That's my pumpkin my daughter got me for Halloween. Yeah, I just leave it up. Halloween will come around again next year. So, but yeah, it's
We like pumpkins. We love Halloween.
she gets me all kinds of stuff. She got me snowmen and pumpkins, and apparently the snow's flying again out there. Is what I heard. So,
Hey, Shane.
so we go straight out of Gene Blackburn. I knew a Gene Blackburn.
We all grew up together up Northgate. And,
Okay. Okay.
And me and Shane go way, way back. That's my buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, we come straight out of the snowpocalypse into Snowmageddon. So I don't know. So and excuse this cough. I'm starting to think I've developed asthma. Wouldn't surprise
Could
me.
very well be.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. Bad.
I think I may need to go see Amber's sister. Well, it was her cousin, but they were sisters.
Yeah.
I would say Debbie. Debbie's she's great. She's just incredible. But anyways, we say a prayer. And the families, it's another big reason. You know, we all lose people. But let me give you a tip. And I believe this with everything in me. I've read so many people not saying, I would love to hear from, I would love to let so-and-so know that I love them and I miss them. Say it out loud. Think about them when you say it. I think about my mom. Mom, I love you. My dad. Dad, I love you. Trev, love you and I miss you. Ollie, love you and I miss you. Jason, the respect I have for you, it don't end. Summer, I love you. Amber, it was an honor for me to keep your name out there. And I just know you and I would have been buddies because she just had that personality. You know, the more you learn about these people, families, the more you get to know them. And Amber just had that personality. She and I would have clicked.
And Amber, I won't stop.
No.
I got your back, sister.
Yeah. I want these people to get justice.
Absolutely. This is just
as much as
ridiculous.
You know,
with
justice
her.
is such a freaking strong word. The only justice.
Yeah.
In some of these cases is that the same thing happens to the people that committed it that happened to the victims. But I will say, I would love for their families to find some kind of peace.
Justice for all of them.
I would love to see them some kind of peace because I've never met any better people than I have with Mildred Lovelace.
Yes.
Wayne's grandma.
Yes.
Debbie Hall. Melissa Sammons.
Yeah.
Wonderful human beings And then, we had Krista's family, great people.
Yeah.
Garnet sat in here at my table and just absolutely, absolutely fell in love with her. Just wonderful people, her whole family, wonderful people. And of course, there's Sharon. Sharon not only because of April helped with this thing, she encouraged it. And this whole video thing was going to be a promotion for the podcast. And then Sharon said something that caught my attention. She said, April wants you to do those videos. And at first I thought, well, maybe she's just saying that. And then I had that.
No.
April came to me because I had no intent of doing something, because I was thinking, what else can I bring to the table? What else can I bring to the table for Amber Spradlin or Krista Garrett? Everybody knows their story. And April looks right at me in my eyes with those big, deep eyes of hers. She said, baby, everybody knows how they died. Tell them how they lived. Because their lives are worth more than the last hour they were alive.
That's for sure.
Something in me snapped. And I said, okay. There it is. I said, okay. And Kandi Green Gonzalez. Yes. I do not want to leave her out. Or Crystal Rogers, Bardstown.
That video of Kandi, oh my God, I have
That will rip your guts out.
That baby, if she was in my yard, I would have ran out to her and said, sweetheart, come inside. Let me fix you something to eat. Let me do something for you, not get off my property. That kills me. And I know I've got daughters.
I get people are afraid of, and these days and times it's kind of hard but sometimes you just got to follow your gut. And, when I saw that, I thought that girl is not threatened. She is scared to death. She was frightened beyond belief. That's honestly what I felt. That's what I felt.
Yeah,
I see a picture of Summer and I see this innocent. I see my daughter when she was 7 years old.
Me too.
I took her to this thing in Pikeville for Disney princesses, and she was dressed up like Cinderella. And I had an artist do a hand sketch of she and I. And she's looking away, just like, and my dad always said, he said, I would give every nickel I've got to know what she was thinking right then. So I asked her, what were you thinking when you saw this? Or when they took this picture? Thinking I was going to get some big, I was seeing angels, or I was this and that. She said, hell, Dad, I don't know. I was 8 years old. I love
me.
I love my
me alert.
She is one of the most incredible human beings I've ever met in my life. You just never know what's going to come out. And then there's moments she will just look at me, and when she watches these things, and she said, Dad, she said, you're making a difference. She said, I'm so proud to be your daughter.
Oh my God, how precious. I love her so much.
Oh God. The only thing that is as good or better would be hearing Mom say it, or hearing God say, good job.
Yeah.
Because through all this, when people hear these things come through, I hope that you put the dots together and you get that He is real, that this life does not end just because this body goes away. He is very real. I'm not a preacher. I couldn't tell you what verse and chapter is what in the Bible, except for a few that everybody knows. But I can tell you what I feel. I feel Him. And there's times that I feel your guys' pain. What was you going to say, hon?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to catch my feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about time that we wrap it up for the night. Lori, good night. And good night, Shane. Good night to every single one of you guys. Edith,
Thank you
and
guys for coming and
Charlie.
spending some time with us.
We really appreciate the kind comments. We do this out of
Yes.
love.
I love you, Shane.
And we would ask that you tell other people about it. Maybe they can come by. Typically on Thursday nights at 9:00. That's when we do it. Listen, guys, the snow, they're looking at least around this area, a couple, 3 inches by tomorrow morning. So please, if you got to be out, be careful
Yes.
and give yourself extra time to get to where you need to go. Okay. Kayla, I hope that you have a great night. To everybody in the chat, everybody watching, whether you've been in the chat or not, remember, you're worth it. And in a world that's kind of dark and crappy, be a light. Be a light somebody can turn to. Doesn't take much. So, I see another cup of coffee in the future and another half bag of cough drops. Maybe. But it's been a hell of a day, and I'm going to go get some rest. But we love you guys.
Love you guys. Thank you all for being here with us.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. And we really hope that you guys have a wonderful night and a very safe weekend. And we will see you back here very, very soon. Stace, Lloyd, love you guys.
Love you.
Good night, everybody.
I will be the last to fall. I won't shed a tear for them to see. And I won't have your name to call. 'Cause I will be the last to fall.